think growing up,
Yeah.
and we're probably gonna get a little bit deeper. Still,
We can get deep. We can get deep.
So bear with me, guys.
So I've had no one cry yet. So yeah. That's it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Say hello. So for those people that don't know who you are,
Quick intro.
yeah, do that.
So Twain Henry Lucas, founder director of Frank Belford. We are a Bullhorn SI partner, also a partner with Salesforce. We focus on delivery of all the Bullhorn for Salesforce product. We focus on development, configuration, consulting, support, training, adoption, you name it, we do it.
Everything's Salesforce.
Everything
basically.
Salesforce. literally.
So how did you get into Salesforce?
Great question.
Thank you.
Great question. So I've always been quite techy.
Yeah.
Some say a little bit geeky.
Okay.
Some say I implemented with the help of Talent Rover at the time.
Yep.
Talent Rover into Empiric, which was okay. It was okay.
Yep. But you thought I could do it better myself.
Yeah, of course, right?
Okay. What do you love about Salesforce?
So one thing I love about Salesforce, well, multiple things,
Yeah.
is that Salesforce encompasses all business processes, and there's two
Yep.
core things which I tell all my
Yeah.
customers about
Yeah.
Salesforce. In any business, you have two main elements: forms and workflows.
Yep.
Salesforce allows you to create forms and workflows seamlessly.
Okay.
So for me, it just fits any business, any industry, any vertical. You
Yeah.
have a need, it fills it. You just
Okay.
need a great team behind us like Frank to kind
Yeah.
of build that for you. I love recruitment.
Yeah.
I love it for the fact that it's so fast paced, it's ever changing. There's always differences, with perm, with contract, with interim, with IR35 coming in.
Yep.
It's constantly evolving. It's not really a stagnant business. And I've been in recruitment almost 10 years, from
Okay.
a business analyst, data analyst to head of IT. So I get it. I know the terminology. I know the people. So yeah, it just makes sense to be in recruitment.
So back in the day, right? You ran a magazine, didn't you?
I sure did.
Yeah.
You done your research?
Yeah, I do my research.
Jesus.
Do my research for once.
Oh, man.
Tell me about those days.
Oh, those days was exciting.
Yeah. What was the magazine about? Because like,
So the magazine. This is gonna be very embarrassing, guys. So I used to rap.
rap.
I know, right?
Oh,
I was a big deal.
rap.
I was a big deal, guys.
Who were your rap influences?
Oh, I used to love old school rap. So Jay-Z, Jada Kiss, Mos Def.
When I hear rap, I think Sugar Hill Gang.
I said the hip hop, the hip it to the hip hop. You don't stop the rockin' to the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat.
Oh yeah, that wasn't. Oh, that nah.
Like from Sugar Hill Gang is Apache,
Okay.
because that was in the Fresh Prince. Evolved into that to like a bit of the old NWA.
Yes. Oh.
That's it. Let's
NWA.
deal with the clock, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hey, Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
Flavor Flav. Yeah.
Oh,
I like
right.
that.
Okay, so rapping. Okay,
Rapping,
you're a
yeah,
rapper.
so I was a rapper, and I wanted to be, doing songs and albums. But at the time, we never had YouTube. There wasn't the
Yeah.
concept of going on the internet.
Yeah.
Google was around, but it didn't really
Yeah.
exist. So there was another magazine at the time called Forward Magazine, and I
Right.
thought, well, I could do this.
Yeah.
I'm a great designer, and I know a lot of people in the market and in the industry. So why don't I just create my own?
Yeah.
So I created a magazine called UG UK.
Okay.
It was called Underground UK.
Right.
We had 96 pages. I printed 20,000 copies every month.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. And I sent it out to record labels, A&Rs, vinyl shops,
Yep.
everything. And we made our money by advertising space.
Yep. That's how the magazine works.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
So we would go out, we'd do interviews, I would do interviews, actually. It was just
Yeah.
really me.
Yep.
I'd do interviews, I would get people's demos, create CD, make it in a pack with the magazine whilst we send it out. And that went for about 6-7 months.
Yeah.
And then I realized I was probably working in excess of, I don't know, maybe 90 hours a week. Which is, I don't know, is that
yeah.
possible? Is that possible?
Yes, it is.
And I was getting burnt, and I was only young, maybe 16, 17.
Yeah, okay.
So I kind of just parked it, and it just shut down the company.
So you specialise in implementing
Yep.
tech like Bullhorn's tech. What would be your 3 to 5 super success tips?
Super success tips. So number one, I would say get the business involved as much as possible.
Okay.
From senior stakeholders to the consultants to the junior consultants to researchers, get their feedback. ask them what's important to them, because every implementation we've done has always been different. No one wants the same thing, so it's important to get their feedback and their buy-in as much as possible.
And align it to the business strategy. What
Exactly.
you're trying to do, right?
Exactly.
So that's number one.
Yeah. And the second thing I would say is look beyond the requirements.
Yep.
Customers don't know what they don't know.
True.
That's a very important thing. So they may say, Twain, I want a blue button.
Yeah.
That's great. I can grade your blue
Yeah.
button, but there's another story behind that.
Yeah.
And it's understanding those fine lines and digging deeper into those requirements.
Okay.
Is very important. And number 3,
Yep.
I would say understanding change.
Yes,
Understanding
massive. I think that's one of the areas that's underinvested in.
Yes.
And the bit that gets kind of, when they're looking at the quote and where to put it in, that's the bit that gets cancelled out. That and the training up piece, and that's where adoption really comes in, right?
It does. Adoption is a tricky one.
What number was that one? That was number 3.
That was number 3.
Okay, what's number 4?
Number 4, I would definitely say user cases. And the reason why I say user cases is everyone has their own story. So you may get the requirements, dig deeper, you can look at the adoption, understand that very well. And then you may see, okay, a user case would be, I want to be able to see my total deal values of every placement.
Yeah.
Cool. But you already know what all of the other projects you've done and implemented, what they were going to ask for.
Yeah.
So then it's looking past those with user case and say, okay, well, you're going to look at your total deal value. What about your daily? What about your quarterly? What about your year versus last year? What about 2 years in comparison to this year? And really delivering that and bringing that to the table. That's where you add the extra values. I feel like a lot of SI companies out there, no disrespect, of course, they deliver on requirements on ones and zeros.
Well, it's also challenging the value of that requirement, right? Like you said, like, great, I can put a blue button in, but how's that going to achieve what you want to achieve?
Exactly.
Because therefore prioritise what you need from a day one and parking lot that.
And number 5, I would say, is the creativity. We are all about creativity. I'm from a creative background. A lot of the guys are from creative backgrounds in the team, and we don't just deliver your requirements based on the standard Salesforce functions. We like to add a little bit of sexiness to it. Sexiness.
Yeah.
So a blue button will be a very glossy, shiny, clickable button.
Okay.
Click me button. Yeah. So, and it's because recruiters like, we find anyway, recruiters like things that are fresh, clean, simple, and easy to use. If it's attractive, they'll use it. And more importantly, they need to trust the data. So I'd probably add a 6th one in there for the data migration and getting that data.
Oh, okay, 6. Yeah.
There we go.
Your episode, you put it in.
Yeah,
yes, the data migration. The data migration. Yeah. So that's the tricky one, right? That's the thing people worry about.
Yes, they do. And data is hard. No matter who's doing it, how experienced they are, it's hard in terms of looking at it, cleaning it, buffing it up in times, and really presenting it to the user where they feel like, wow, that's my data. I recognize that data. Because as soon as they don't recognize it, they start to detract, and they start to then look to the top billers.
It's a trust thing.
Which is why users love LinkedIn, because they're not in control of the data. The candidates are.
They are, but that's then the risk to the business. It's not their data, it's LinkedIn data.
Exactly.
And that's that whole thing. We're in the 20s now.
We are in the 20s. Yeah.
What do you see next couple of years as the big things tech-wise that are going to help recruiting businesses win in their worlds?
I think AI has got a long way to go.
Yeah.
I believe that AI will get there, but until the data is really in there and evaluated and analysed, AI is just another Siri or Alexa, really. So it's all about the data that you input. What I think would be amazing is actually just kind of what we're doing right now, but more efficient.
We're getting stuff to talk in each other, right? That's what's great about the Salesforce platform, is that stuff integrates, right? You've got the app exchange, all the tech that integrates and gets on the platform. But I'm with you on the data piece, right? I think it's almost got to be a cultural thing.
It has to be a cultural thing,
Going back, looping it back to the change.
And I think, and let's be honest, recruiters hate admin. Right, so
they're not the biggest fans.
They're not the biggest fans.
So who is?
So reducing that admin for them is definitely why I see the right step to be in the next.
I think it's all about it's allowing them to spend more time in the high values. So admin is low value tasks, right? So let's automate that to free the person up in more high value stuff. The more they do that, they can make more money.
Absolutely,
right?
It's a sales tool after all.
And that's the way to think. That's the thing. Think of it as a sales tool rather than a database, right?
Exactly.
It's a database where I've got to go and store and where candidates go to hide and die, right? It should be a sales tool to help salespeople
Correct.
make money.
Correct.
There you go. We set the world to right, Twain.
We did.
That's
we
it.
did.
We've covered everything. I think. So it's been a pleasure.
Oh, mate,
Good to
it's my
catch up with
pleasure.
you, my friend. Enjoy that Guinness.
Oh, I love a Guinness.
Next one's on him. But for now, catch you later. Rap can be quite angry,
It can be angry, yes. It
right?
can be.
Whereas a lot of other genres, you know, they're all about love, really.
Oh, there's a lot of love out there.
I know there's a lot.
There's a lot of love.